Hello guys, welcome to my kitchen. And so today we are going to have some Asaana drink. Yes, corn drink. Yes, you're going to love this. Angasa, angasa, angasa. And so hey, just sit back, relax and enjoy this Asaana. You will love it. And make sure you give the recipe a try. And so if you're watching me and you have not yet subscribed, please consider subscribing, like and share this video. Okay, so I have my white maize, and that is what they usually use for Asaana, soaked for 3 days. And so after 3 days I washed it very warm and then spread it in a basket, and you can see I have a bowl under the basket. Yes, so just spread it out and you're going to sprinkle water on it, and then we'll cover with a napkin and keep it at a warm place for 3 to 4 days. Yes, but every day what you do is you take it out, you sprinkle water on it, and then you take it back to the warm place. So this is day 1 and this is day 2. Yes, so day 2 you can see that the maize has started germinating small. Yes, so I will sprinkle water on it again, and then cover with the napkin and then take it back to the warm place for day 3 to day 4. Yes. Okay, so cover and then we'll take it back, and this is day 4. This is day 4 and it has really germinated very well. It has germinated very well. So this is it, you see. And so what you're going to do is to dry this. You're going to dry it, and I'm going to take my tray and then spread everything on the tray. Yes, and we are going to dry it. Now I'm going to dry this in the sun. If there is no sun, you can still dry it, but you dry it indoors. The difference is that it's going to take a bit longer. It will take a bit longer. So if you have the sun, that's the best. But if you don't have the sun, don't worry. Just spread it and then keep it at a cool place and allow it to dry by itself. And so we are spreading everything out. Please, if you are watching me and you have not yet subscribed, consider subscribing, like and share this video for me, and leave a comment as well. Okay. Okay, so I did this drying for about 2 weeks. Yes, I dried it in the sun for 1 week, and because sometimes the sun is not strong, and I left it indoor for another week. And so this is it, the end result. You really need to get it very dry after drying it. And the next thing you're going to do is to grind or pound it. You can use your mortar and pestle to pound this, but I used a grinder to grind it. So you're not supposed to make it very smooth. No, just be grinding or be pounding it a bit rough, but mine was a bit on the smooth side. So this is it. Okay, so what you're going to do now is to ferment some of the corn or the maize flour. Yes, so I added some into water, and I'm going to cover and keep it at a warm place for 2 days. I later added more water and more of the corn or the maize flour to it. Yes. So after 2 days, this is it, and I'm going to pour this into a big saucepan and add more water to it. Yes, and so into a big saucepan, and I'm going to add more water and then add the rest of how do you call it, the rest of the corn or the maize, the grinded one, the flour to it. I'll add everything to it, and then we'll stir it together. So please subscribe for me. Okay, like, leave a comment and share for me. And I'm also going to sprinkle bread flour. This is flour, bread flour on it, just to give it some bubbling effects. Yes. Okay. And then I am going to stir and cover, but don't cover it fully. Yes, if you cover it fully, it will boil over. And also, don't just leave it on fire and go and sit somewhere. Make sure you give it maximum attention so that it doesn't boil over. Do you get it? And so we'll be stirring. We'll be stirring it together and ensuring that it doesn't boil over. Okay. Please, if you just came to my channel or passed by, I beg, don't leave without subscribing, liking this video. And when you do, one of the most important things is to click on the notification bell so that whenever I upload a new video, you will be notified. Do you get it? Okay, so I boiled this, or I cooked this for about 1 hour, more than 1 hour. I really needed to cook it very well, so I did it for more than 1 hour. Yes. And so this is it, the end result. And so what you do is to put it off and then allow it to cool. Yes, we'll put it off and then give it time for it to cool very well. So after cooling, this is it. And so the next thing to do is to cover with a napkin. Leave it on your counter or somewhere for 2 days or 1 day, 24 hours. I did it for 24 hours. I couldn't wait to enjoy my drink. And so just cover, leave it at a warm place or on your counter for 24 hours or 2 days. And so after we are straining it, yes, so strain everything well. Yes. Charlie, give this a try. Even though it takes time, like weeks, for you to get the results that you want, when you are enjoying the Asaana, you will not remember the weeks. And so this is it. What I'm going to do is I'm going to add sugar to it. Usually, it is the best thing to do is to add your sugar syrup before you add your actual sugar, so that you can determine the amount of sugar you want to add after adding the sugar syrup. Okay, so after adding my sugar, I'm going to strain it for the second time. You can decide to do your straining, the second straining, add your sugar syrup before you add your actual sugar. And so I'm straining it to get any excess chaff from it. Okay, so this is it. I'm going to pour it into this and then set it aside, and we're going to make our sugar syrup. So I have half cup of sugar, that is Ghana half cup of sugar on fire, and we are going to melt this into a very dark color. Yes. To a very dark color, very necessary. You can make it very black, it all depends on you. But mine was dark but not too black. And you have to be stirring and giving it attention so that it doesn't burn and become very bitter. No. So be stirring this small, and I'm going to just keep it on fire more. I want it a bit more dark. Yes, a bit more dark. We are getting there. Small. We are getting there. And so for me, this is okay. And I'm going to add hot water to it. Don't add cold or room temperature water. If you do, it will cake and it will give you a lot of work. You will need to take your time for it to melt. So use hot water, just a little, to mix it very well. And then after, what you do is put off the fire and allow it to cool. Yes, cool completely. And I'm going to pour it into my bottle, and then you can leave it on your counter. Whenever you need it, you just go for it and then use it. Okay, so this is our drink. We are going to add our sugar syrup to it. You add it bit by bit till you get the color you want before you stop. So don't just go and then add everything straight. You might not want everything in it, so just little by little till you get the color you want. Okay guys, I hope you have subscribed. So you see the bubbling effect. This is what I was talking about. If you have not yet subscribed, I beg consider subscribing. Like this video for me, share and leave a comment as well. It is very necessarily. Do you get it? So I was still adding the sugar syrup until I get the color that I want. Yes, so I think this color is okay for me. And I have my ice blocks here. I'm going to pour. Now what you can do is you can also, after adding everything, your sugar syrup and everything, you can let it sit and settle so that you get it very clear. But for me, I decided that this is okay. I'm not going to let it settle. And so this is it. Our Asaana. Very chilled. Give it a try. You will enjoy it. You will not regret it. It tastes very, 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 very awesome. Awesome. So hey, yes, it takes time. So if you don't have time, you won't be able to do this. But when you take your time and you do this, you will enjoy it. Ankasa. And so when it settles, you see, it has settled very well. So you get it very clear at the top. And then you can decide to pour that one and enjoy. Thanks for watching. Bye bye.